Hello everyone, welcome to MS World. Hope you are all fit and fine. In my last videos, we have learnt about some poetic devices that are very beneficial for you. Today in this video, we are going to learn some more literary devices which are widely used in literature world. So let's begin our discussion with some more poetic devices. First poetic device is transferred epithet. In this figure, an epithet is transferred from a word to which it properly belongs to some other word closely connected with it. For example, a careless match, a scornful eye, the weary road, wide-eyed amazement. You can see that the match is not careless, but the players are careless. A scornful eye is not careless, the man is careless. Next figure of speech is hyperbole. A figure of speech that uses exaggeration to express strong emotions, to make a point or to evoke humor. An extravagant statement or figure of speech not intended to be taken literally. Some examples of hyperbole are: the king's nose was 3 feet long. My dad can lift over 2 tons. That food was so hot my ears were smoking. That boy runs faster than a car. Next is paradox. What is paradox? A paradox is a form of the figure of speech which, when heard or read, can seem to be completely self-contradicting. The phrase may be contrary to what is expected in the situation and can lead to a conclusion which is not logically acceptable conclusion. Some examples: in the famous novel Animal Farm, written by George Orwell, we see an example of paradox in the line, "The animals were all equal, but some were more equal than others." In the play Hamlet, written by William Shakespeare, there is an example in an exclamation from the title character which contains paradox. He says, "I have to be cruel in order to be kind." So these are the examples of paradox in literature. Next figure of speech is antithesis. Antithesis is a figure of speech which refers to the juxtaposition of opposing or contrasting ideas. Some examples: to err is human, to forgive divine. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Our government should work for us, not against us. It should help us, not hurt us. Next figure of speech is pun. What is pun? A pun is usually described as a play on words. It is a clever, witty form of figurative language which uses the words within a sentence to convey another meaning. The pun is often used in the form of a joke where words can have more than one meaning or words can sound like they mean something else. Some examples of pun are: time flies like an arrow, fruits flies like a banana. Pencils could be made with erasers at both ends, but what would be the point? When a clock is hungry, it goes back 4 seconds. Onomatopoeia. An onomatopoeia is a word that imitates or suggests the source of the sound that it makes. Some examples: the flood water gushed through the town. The owl hooted in the tree. At night, the wind was howling in the darkness. My teeth chattered as I stood in the snow. The corn went pop in the microwave. All these words are examples of onomatopoeia. Next is anaphora. It is a deliberate repetition of the first part of the sentence in order to achieve an artistic effect. I want my money right now, right here, all right. Another example: it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. We had everything before us, we had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven. There is a repetition of it. What is apostrophe? To speak to a dead or absent person or to an inanimate object or abstract idea. Not to get a response but to express emotions. Some examples: roll on blue ocean, O death, be not proud. Busy old fool, unruly son, who dost thou call on us? Why don't you ever work, you stupid computer? In these examples, the abstract ideas like ocean, death are addressed to someone. So this is the example of apostrophe. Next figure speech is metonymy. A figure of speech in which the name of one object is substituted for something closely associated with it. For example, the White House declared that we are at war with Mars. Here the White House is a metonymy for the president. After leading the rebellion, he seized the throne. The throne is a metonymy for absolute power or the power to rule. Next is synecdoche, a figure of speech in which a part of something is used to represent the whole thing. For example, I have 4 mouths to feed at home. It means I have 4 family members to feed at home. Here mouth is used to represent the people, the whole human being. Some more examples of synecdoche are: the strings were praised for their excellent performance. Here the strings are the parts of a violin, but here it is used for the violin, the whole. Check out my new wheels. It means check out my new car. Wheels are again the part of a car, but here it is used for the whole car. Next figure of speech is euphemism, an expression intended by the speaker to be less offensive, disturbing or troubling to the listener than the word or phrase it replaces. It includes much of what we now call PC language or politically correct. Some examples of euphemism. For example, instead of saying she died, we can say she passed away. Or instead of euthanize, we can say put to sleep. Heavy or overweight can be replaced by big bone. Or another example, instead of saying you are fired, we can say I have to let you go. So next figure speech is litotes. In litotes, an affirmative is conveyed by negation of the opposite, the effect being to suggest a strong expression by means of a weaker. For example, not a bad singer, not unhappy, not unlike. Some common examples of litotes are: they do not seem the happiest couple around. The ice cream was not too bad. New York is not an ordinary city. Your comments on politics are not useless. You are not as young as you used to be. So these are the common litotes examples. Another figure of speech is sarcasm. It is a form of humor that uses sharp cutting remarks intended to mock or ridicule others. For example, when you make the most silly mistake, your friend says to you, good job. Or we can say, oh, very funny, ahaha. Some other examples: after walking into the classroom of misbehaving students, the teacher thanked them for their respect and excellent behavior while she was out of the room. You are not the brightest star in the sky now, are you? Yes, that's a great example of exactly what not to do in the future. I am not naming any names, but people like Timmy should really think before they speak. So this is the example of sarcasm. So friends, with this we have completed our 3-part video series of poetic devices. Hope these will be very beneficial for you.